It's RSI Studios here. We're gonna be discussing about the Trick or Treat Studios doll that comes in February, but we're gonna be showing you a clip of the details that Gary Zima was live a couple days ago that he was showing off. In case you guys missed out on that, yeah, I know how people are discussing about the remake and stuff, like more than the Trick or Treat Studios doll. I happen to have more information or more clips of it because someone sent it to me. But we're gonna be showing you right.
And that can be done. It's screen accurate. Yeah, so we ended up getting the original box box. I've owned like probably at this point over a dozen Good Guy boxes, either from Child's Play 1 or 2. And so we were able to scan all this stuff. And then there's a guy that his name's Sam, is fantastic. He's fantastic in like digital files, and he went and basically restored all these files to look really good and clean, but not taking away the original. Just, you know, because they are just scans, we had to make them all into digital files that looked good. So let's see here. Angel, I think it's spelled Angel, but I do not know if you're also working with the box, but why they changed the back part of the cereal. The cereal I have nothing to do with. I just assume, I don't know, it's a prop, and you're mainly looking at it from the front, I guess. So I'm not sure on the box. That wasn't my area. So I want one. How much for it? These once, you know, obviously with hair and eyes, and they will retail for about I think they're for $500 right now. One thing I will mention, and you know, although I love the look already, you know, some people are saying stuff about the eyes. I think the eyes look great, but again, just like I was telling you with the hair, you can actually, I think you can. I mean, based on how I've been working with this vinyl and stuff, is you should be able to cut them out, and if you want to replace them with some bug eyes, for all I care, you can. So if something is not, you know, one thing I keep pleading is you have no idea what deal you're getting. If we just went and said, hey, you hate the face, let's rip off the head, everything from the head down is amazing. It's accurate. It's so worth the money. I can't even make anything from the neck down for $500. So that's an amazing deal that you're getting, and it's licensed. So that's one thing I was trying to get towards with this Chucky stuff. I love it so much, but at the end of the day, you gotta do things legally, and this is a legal way of doing it. So that was kind of cool. Let's see here. No problem. Let's see. Hey Garrett, can we see your body? If what looks like the body is, it's kind of hard right now. The body here, I mean, I can't take the clothes off right now. You can, there's the Velcro and stuff, but you can kind of see the ball joints are super, and then his hand is adjustable, so you can twist it, his wrist, because the wrist hole is right here, so you can see it. You know, it has very good articulation. So he's got really good articulation. His feet won't turn. I mean, his knee, like you can kind of adjust the knee, so kind of stays there. It's a thick leg, so it's kind of hard to get the polyfold. But then there's a divot in the thigh, so then actually it'll sit down like this. So he'll sit down nice like that. But the cool thing is, one thing I thought that was so cool was he could actually, I wouldn't recommend doing this, but he could actually freestand. His shoes, as long as they're planted right, he'll actually stand pretty tall. But I wouldn't recommend doing that, because in case he fell, you wouldn't want that to happen. I got a Kickstarter one, so I didn't know if it had it. Yeah. You know, it's one of those things, like if they didn't mention the details, it's not there for the Trick or Treat. The battery compartment's really cool, but even with my custom dolls, I tell people not to do it, because it's kind of like I don't know, it feels nice just to hold them like this, and if you have like a big thing of plastic or a line of plastic here, it just doesn't feel right, you know? Kickstarter supporters get their dolls shipped out in February. So as far as I know, the Kickstarters will get shipped out first. And again, that could be because there was retailers that were part of the Kickstarter. And then you're going to kind of, you might see this where I always tell people, buy directly from Trick or Treat. It's going to be the best way to go because when they get your order, it's shipping to you. It's not being shipped to a retailer and then being shipped to you. It's being, from Trick or Treat to you. Where was I going with that? So basically, the Kickstarters will be shipped first, and so you might see some retailers with the doll for sale, but I just don't know who. But that might happen. You did a great job on it, bro. Thank you. I think I'm pronouncing that right, Quan. Thank you, Artie. Are you involved? Well, when you say if I'm involved, I'm basically the guy that made this look really good. This is honestly the best like mass-produced good guy that has ever been put out. So it's one of those things, like, I'm super proud of it. I'm happy that I can come out and do this. I don't know if you're also working with the box, but I think I'm reading past messages now. How would you recommend adding a voice box to this? So actually, it's the way you'd add a voice box. I do sell voice boxes. If you have your own voice box that works, I just have voice boxes that have the pre-recordings of the good guy. And what I did is I took basically I take the clothes off, and the body's made of a flexible polyfoam, so it has a little give. It's not rigid; it has a give to it. And you can take the razor, like a regular X-Acto knife razor, and you can cut the hole and then just remove the foam that's not needed, and that way you can put the compartment in there. And the cool thing is, you can, whenever you need it, you can pull it out and interchange batteries, and then it's just a push of a button. Some of those voice boxes have a button right into the voice box. So you can just push his chest and the thing will go off. So I offer voice boxes, but you can surely go get your own and make it happen. So, are you working with Trick or Treat Studios? Yes. Can I just stuck a Build-A-Bear sound box? His front pocket, now if you were to put I know those exact sizes of those Build-A-Bear ones, and it would look really weird because the pocket would be protruding quite a bit if you put it in his pocket. How much for a voice box? Personally message me on that, and we can talk even with shipping and stuff. There's that going on, depending on which country you live in. So just hit me up on that. I won't get too much into the voice boxes. If you need a voice box, just personally message me, and we can figure out something for you. But this is more for this guy. Again, I'll put the hair on his head so you guys can see his hair. Gotta find where that seam is. There we go. So the cool thing is they went and even sewed in the seam, so it's right there basically. It's not just being parted because it was combed to death. It's actually a seam that parts the head. So I gotta adjust it a little bit, but kind of give you an idea. So you can have it like here or here. You can have it here or here. But this kind of gives you an idea of the hair situation. It's a really cool. The cool thing about this wig is it's actually custom dyed to match the original. Some people have been saying that the dolls that I make have a more matte finish to the hair, which that's because it comes directly from the company that made the hair, and for the movie, and the hair that was used in the movie is very expensive. I think I pay anywhere from $65 to $80 a square foot just for hair, which is not really doable for a mass-produced doll. So we ended up finding hair that matched identically to the original sample, and so you're getting it pretty good. So But here he is again. I'm going to do one more swipe, and then I got to go because I got to get to work. But I want to get a good guy, still saving for one, but it's tough on the Bills. One thing I recommend, Cody, is if you go to PayPal, if you sign up for a PayPal credit, as long as I think you have to be 18 or older to sign up for it, but that allows you a payment plan that's interest-free right now. So it gives you 6 months interest-free. So you have 6 months to pay off the doll. So that way you can order it. The money's already given to the company. They're going to put you on their list to get it to you. And that's pretty much it. So he can't blink, right? No. So some people were asking about the eyes. And so in the film, there was the eyes. There's two different versions they made of the eyes. They had the hero, what we call the hero, which was used up for some up-close shots where he's blinking and stuff. And what they did was they gutted the eyes completely, and they had vacuform eyelids. And but mainly throughout the whole movie, they used this version called the stunt, which is the eyes, but in the sculpture itself, it has the eyelids. So I decided to go with the stunt. I think mainly because it was easier to manufacture for especially China. I think once you get into like these animatronic eyes that are set back a certain many millimeters, it's going to confuse people. So I decided to go with this look, and it's a great look. So I think the stunt is actually my favorite style because to me he looks cute. He looks cuter in it. So it's more of, to me, like the ticking time bomb of, when is he gonna turn evil? So he's cute that way, and I like it like that. So when they put the wig on, is there a specific way they'll place it for conformity? They have basically a sample that I went and sent them, and so they'll have a good idea how to do it. Would love to see a Trick or Treat doll make a CP3 version. It might happen. I don't know. I can't say the plans. They can announce those plans, but I think there's plans to do more. I'm gonna say that. So I owe people from Fright Rags when they had the box and the shirt. Oh, yeah, the Fright Rags box and shirt was pretty cool. Excuse me. Thank you for all you do, Garrett, and have a good night. Thank you. I appreciate that. Will the dolls be available December 2019? 2019. So that'd be like next year. I don't know. I just know, like, to put this in perspective, is in the past when they manufactured a lot of these dolls, they mass-produced these dolls, they only did them, I think there was a limited run of 2,000 dolls, which seems like a lot, but not really. So those are still kind of available. You can buy them online here and there, but they're really expensive. But we're actually producing more dolls than those companies ever did. So these will be more available than any other mass-produced doll. So 2019, I don't know. I don't know. That's like predicting the future. I don't know what in the next year will be, so I can't guarantee anything. Will the doll make me a sandwich? Well, if you're able to make them come alive, you could probably make you a sandwich. So there he is. So he's kind of cool. Any more quick questions, just let me know. That way I can kind of answer them, and then I gotta go. But again, to repeat myself many times, if you're going to the Days of the Dead convention in Chicago, it's this weekend. I will be there this Saturday only. Okay, this Saturday only. Maybe Sunday morning if you catch me before I get my coffee, and you can see this doll in person. I'll let you hold him as long as you don't run off with him. And there he is. Do you have the full dolls there? I don't have anything really. This is all I have, unfortunately. So when I got the main dolls that were, the ones from the complete finished ones from the factory, I had to send everything back. So acrylic eyes. So when you ask the question acrylic eyes, it almost is slightly annoying, and the reason why is I think people have a misconception of what the eyes are and what they're made of. When you see acrylic, that's a type of material that they're made out of. These are, the most bluntest way for people to understand what it is they're made of plastic. The Good Guy dolls from the first movie, the ones that before he turns human, do not have any sort of translucency to them, no depth. They're just the star print. So that's what we replicated in this particular model. So, hey there, what are we chatting about? Well, we're chatting about Chucky. All right. The Kickstarter says the doll will be shipped in the box. Is this true? So what we ended up configuring with the factory, I believe, is that there's padding in between. So it's like the Good Guy box with, I think, a foam sheet of padding, and then another box. So it's a box within a box with foam. I believe foam sheeting or padding will be in between that. I believe so. I don't know. Obviously we want the boxes to be preserved because they're part of the replica. So we do care about that. That accent though. Yeah, I'm a thick Wisconsinite, so it's when it's thick. I think the more I live here, the thicker it gets. So unless I go down to Texas for a week. If I'm in Texas, I'm like, "Hi, how you doing?" Oh, and all of a sudden it just changes. So it's kind of like where you're at. When I was in London last year, it was like I was like, "You want to go up the apples and oranges and get some fish and chips?" So all of a sudden it just sort of changed. So Lisa, is this a new doll? Well, partly of it. So doesn't have hair. Because this one doesn't have hair. So so if anyone wants to know what I want for Christmas, just send me a box of these. That's what keeps everything going, okay? So anyway, guys, I gotta get out of here. This is, thanks for watching. It's kind of cool. The hands will actually stay free up. That's how good the ball joints are on him. But I gotta go. Chucky says adios. We'll see you in Chicago this Saturday. I'm gonna be at the Days of the Dead show, and come see me. I'll be there. You can take a picture with the doll. It's awesome. I will have some voice boxes in my satchel. So if you need a voice box for your doll, just hit me up and we can work that out, okay? So take her easy, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.